Twerking guys, AHS here. Today's article is about another teacher getting in trouble for messing with her student. We have two incidents, man. The first incident on the left, with the long hair, she's in trouble for sexting her student from March to April of 2022. And the mugshot on the right, in April of 2022, she's arrested for twerking on a student at the prom. Let's read the headline. Ex-private Christian school teacher, this is hilarious, man. A Christian school teacher caught up in this mess is accused of sexting student and twerking and admitted to a parent that she let the devil in. The affidavit said a Christian school teacher is never supposed to let the devil in. My God, that's why they fire her ass, man, for letting the devil in. Let's dig out more from this article from Law and Crime about this horny married teacher. Another article that involves a married teacher trying to get her freak on with the school kids. A probable cause affidavit it shed more light on how investigators put together a case against a former private school teacher for allegedly twerking on a male student at the prom. Twerking happened so much, Webster defined it. Let's see how Webster defined twerking. Back in the day, they called twerking popping that coochie. But now they call it something else. They call it twerking. This is how Webster defines twerking. As sexually suggested dancing characterized by rapid, repeated hip thrusts and shaking of the buttocks, especially while squatting. That's why chicks squat so much at the gym. They want to become better twerkers. My God. Let's do that more. Let's dig in more into this article. Taylor County Sheriff Office document indicate that there was more than just eyewitness account of the alleged April 22 prom incident at a Port of Grace Christian School. I'm surprised ain't no video out there, man. Everything nowadays is recorded. This chick was just begging to be recorded at the prom, trying to twerk on a student, man. What's wrong with this chick, man? She's so damn stupid, man. A married chick, man. These married chicks, they get bored. They get bored after a certain amount of years go by. With Law and Crime, they previously covered Julie Kinsey Hoover, 39. The first time they covered her with that sexting, she got in trouble first for sexting. She had a phone call after the incident with another student mother as law enforcement listening. So law enforcement thought she was dumb enough to admit this shit, man. Anytime they do those control phone calls, they basically say, we the police think you're dumb as hell and we're going to trap you with this phone call. And admitted she let the devil in at the prom according to the affidavit. I want to R. Kelly get away with saying he let the devil in. Jerry from Subway said he let the devil in. During that call, Julie was asked about the prom, and she stated that she let the devil in. A document said a Christian school teacher let the devil in. The call appeared to have been made in connection with an investigation to separate this as a sexting case. Who were faced for allegedly sexting a male student. The twerking affidavit dates back to June 7, which was reportedly 5 days after authorities learned of the sexting allegation, and 1 day before Hoover were arrested in that case. Investigators allegedly found that Hoover and the team began exchanging text messages in March of 2022 and continued to do so through April 2022. Probably stopped. We're probably getting close to the end of the school year. Probably getting close to the end of the school year, man. Authorities have not specified whether the two cases involved the same student. I'm going to say yes. This one student made her nipples hard and her cookies wet, man. I feel bad for her husband, man. As Law and Crime reported in June following Hoover's initial arrest, a mother reported to police that the suspect had exchanged sexually explicit text messages. It had to be on Snapchat. It always involved Snapchat. With her son, an 18-year-old high school senior. I know some folks say, oh, it's 18, it's okay. Not according to the law. I'm going to get into that as our friends read. Hoover allegedly had plans to sneak the student into her home while her husband was at work. She could not have had a nosy neighbor, man. Nosy neighbor had called her husband, say, your wife is trying to sneak that young boy into the house. Let's get back to the 18-year-old student. Some people say he's 18, should be okay. Not in Florida, not if you're a teacher. While the student in question is 18 years old at the time the alleged interaction took place, Florida law prohibits adults who are employed by volunteering on a contract with a school from soliciting or engaging in sexual conduct, a relationship of a romantic nature, or lewd conduct with a student. So the Florida gonna say it's time to beat the ass now, trying to put ass in prison. But Hoover, a Perry, Florida resident, they say the population of Perry is 7,000. It's 7,000. So she probably had that much neighbors around her sister or husband that she trying to sneak that young boy into her house. Was arrested again in the first week of September, that time on charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor who was 17 at the time, soliciting or engaging in sexual conduct against a student by authority figure. Jail records reviewed by Law and Crime. The former is a misdemeanor and the latter is a felony. While speaking to the victim, he advised that while at a prom on April 8, 2022, Julie Hoover, this is Hoochie Mama up here. Julie Hoover put an alcoholic drink into his mouth straw, and she was pressing him to drink alcohol. The legal age to drink alcohol is 21, honey. The victim advised it occurred multiple times during the evening, and at the time of the incident, he was 17 years of age. The affidavit said the victim advised that while at prom, each time he got onto or even near the dance floor, Julie Hoover came over to the area he was dancing and began twerking on him, rubbing her rear end on him. I feel bad for her husband. This will happen to your wife when she's bored at home. This is what happened, man. She take her freaky side to the school to mess with little Johnny. The victim advised that this made him uncomfortable. She probably was a bad twerker, and he left the dance floor each time she did this. The victim stated that there were several people that did witness Julie Hoover horny behavior as well as her attempt to give him alcoholic drinks. It's a no-no. The victim swore to this statement. The document continue. He trying to say time to beat the ass now. Trying to get ass sent to prison like R. Kelly and Jared. The sheriff office identified as Brian Carews named 3 different witnesses to the alleged twerking incident. They say it's time to beat the ass too. Trying to get ass locked up, sent to prison. This is the first snitch. Randy Malback, a school administrator, advised that staff did in fact have alcohol drinks that night and was stored in the back room. He advised that the alcohol was not poured out before the prom ended. To his knowledge, he trying to cover his ass now. Randy advised that the alcohol was poured into cup after the student left. As far as he knows, trying to cover his ass, more trying to cover his ass. The affidavit said he advised that Julie Hoover was drinking alcohol that night, but could not confirm when she started drinking. They trying to blame it on alcohol. Here we go. A second witness, Allison, allegedly told authorities that she saw Hoover trying to get the victim to drink alcohol. He's not 21, honey. And also witnessed Miss Hoover dancing on the victim. Man, hold that, trying to twerk on that young boy. And rubbing her buttocks on the victim. I need to see pictures of her ass. I want to see, does she have a big booty? Front pants areas of his crotch. As the affidavit puts it, she advised that she got in between them several times, attempting to get Miss Hoover to stop. Miss Hoover would not stop, man. Miss Hoover was bored at home, and she wanted to get her freak on at the prom that night. A third witness, a third snitch, Eli, allegedly told investigators that Hoover was drinking from a white styrofoam cup, and that she tried to get the victim to drink from a straw. They call that something, man. They call that date something, man. They call that date something, man. He advised that Julie was twerking on the victim several times and that the victim attempted to get away. She does not understand no means no, honey. For each time she was doing that, he stated that the twerking was Julie rubbing her rear end on the front of the victim crotch area in what appeared to be a sexual manner. The affidavit said he advised that several times he assisted Allison with getting in between Julie and the victim so Julie would leave him alone. Man, they said just call the police on her ass, man. Just call the police on her ass. Yeah, this is a bad look for the chick, man. She's married. They say she's a math teacher. It's a bad look.